I'll go ahead and introduce myself really quick. I am Drew Nagy. I go to the King's College. That's probably obvious at this point. But I do study finance here. I'm a freshman and currently in the house of Sir Winston Churchill. This live stream is going to be more details on Summer Academy and all of the great things we have going on this July. Summer Academy is going to be running from July 11th to 16th, the 18th to 23rd, and 25th to 30th. And we're going to be offering 7 different tracks, which I'll lay out toward the very end of this live stream. And be sure to stay on here to Summer Academy. We're going to have a special event at the very end of this. Special event / special announcement for everyone. All right, well, it looks like we've got some good amount of people in here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring on our special guest, Dr. Mueller, and we can go ahead and get this started. Glad you could join us.
All right. Yeah,
Awesome.
happy to be here. Nothing like technical difficulties to make you feel old. We didn't realize I never use Instagram on my phone, so I didn't realize I couldn't join on my computer.
No worries. Well, hey, I'm glad you were able to figure everything out and you're on with us.
At least I know how to install apps on my phone.
Great. Well, we're glad to have you with us. For those that are just joining, and now that Dr. Mueller is here with us, Dr. Mueller is the Associate Professor of Economics at the King's College, as well as the Director of Summer Academy. His work has appeared on Fox News, USA Today, as well as The Hill. And his intellectual interests include financial markets, financial crisis, and the political economy, especially the works of Adam Smith. So Dr. Mueller, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, glad to be here. Sorry, it took me a little while to get on.
No worries. We just have a few questions for you. I will keep looking in the chat. Once again, if you want to drop questions in the chat, we will get to those as soon as we can. But first, Dr. Mueller, what are the benefits of attending Summer Academy online?
Sure, I think there are a couple. The best thing about Summer Academy is that in a very brief period of time, you get a great sense of what academic life at King's is. You get to interact with professors and hear classes and lectures. You get to meet with other people, and it's a really great way to spend some time getting to know the college and experiencing what it's like to be in the classroom. There's only so much you can do visiting or seeing advertising materials. And it also is a great way to get a little bit of college credit. Each of the tracks is worth 1 credit hour. So if you actually do all 3, you can get 3 college credits. And the third thing I guess I would say is that the Summer Academy tracks are really interesting and engaging by themselves. It's sort of a week of intensive focus on particular topics, and there's a lot to choose from, so people can focus on what they're interested on. So those are the 3 things I would say. You get to experience a taste of King's. It comes with college credit, and it's just interesting and fun and engaging in terms of the content itself.
Yeah, great. Thanks for those answers. I think to that point too, my own Summer Academy experience, I took it with Dr. Pinson. I had his Economics of Foreign Aid class, and I was sitting in a seminar with him today. He mentioned that foreign aid was his expertise. So you kind of get that expertise, that good academic rigor right away as an introduction. So thanks for answering that. Follow-up, I think some might be concerned that Summer Academy is online this year and last year as well. But how might the online program still be worth it? What are the benefits of it being online? Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Lord willing, in future years we'll have it in person, but we may always keep an online version of it. As much as we hate Zoom and we prefer to be in person, there are some really great things about it. One is it's really low cost. You don't have to pay, $1,000 for housing in New York City, which is pretty expensive, or flying to New York City. So it's a much more efficient or cheaper way to get college credit, and you can do it from wherever you are, whether you're at home or you're traveling or wherever you might be. The second thing is that at King's, a lot of us have been fairly good at sort of trying to figure out how to use the technology well. So we don't always run into the technical difficulties we had today. But it also gives us an opportunity. So I'll just give you an example out of the course I'm teaching. I'm doing a week-long course on entrepreneurship. And the electronic online medium or modality means that I can set up conversations with friends of mine who've started restaurant franchises and who are flipping real estate all the time. So I can actually connect the students and the class with friends of mine who are entrepreneurs out in the world, and they're super busy. They're not going to fly to New York to just do this, but to jump on a call to kind of give an overview of what they do and answer some questions, that is now accessible in a way it wouldn't have been in person. So there's value in person. We're going to be doing in person in the future, but there's a lot of value, and we really have thought hard about how do we make the online experience worthwhile and engaging for students.
Yeah, great. Thank you. You even covered my next question in that one too, with talking about your entrepreneurship course. So thank you for that. We are excited to be launching that one the first week. So that one is launching with Dr. Mueller the 11th through 16th. So we're excited for that one. Also, so how have you seen Summer Academy students benefit from the program as they make their transition into Kings?
Sure. Well, as I mentioned, it gives you a little bit of preparation, know what to expect, but it's also been just a great tool. I think people who have gone to Summer Academy have really enjoyed it. They've been much more excited about coming to Kings. They've known a lot more what they're getting into. I think they've been a little more prepared, having had a taste of classes before they show up in the fall. And one of the things that I'm most thrilled about with Summer Academy is that students who do Summer Academy and come and decide to attend Kings for college, they basically always stay and they go all the way through and they have a really good experience because they just have so much more context, even as a freshman, of, okay, this class, this course, you already had Dr. Pinson before taking a full course with him. So it's a great opportunity, and you meet people that you get to follow up with, and so you don't come to campus being a complete stranger. So there's a lot of great benefits if you're thinking of, if you know you're going to come in the fall. There can still be benefits of doing Summer Academy the year before to get the college credit, or 3, we have kind of a discounted pricing thing you might talk about later. So even for folks who know they want to come in the fall, there's value to be had in Summer Academy, and it's a great way, again, to jump into topics that hopefully you'll get into more, but you have to go through the core curriculum first, which is good too, but it's a chance to really dive into some specific topics that you usually don't get till upper level courses either.
Yeah, great point. And then just to touch on the financial aspect of Summer Academy this year. So we are offering a total of 7 tracks, just to recover those. I'll mention all of them later. But we have, if you just want to take, you can take up to 3, all 3 weeks this summer. But if you take just 1, it's $200. If you take 2, it's $350. And then if you want to take all 3 weeks, it's going to be $500. But all 3 weeks at $500 is going to get you 3 college credits, as opposed to over $1,000 and over a whole semester. So it's really a great deal to get started on those credits. And I know there are some people that come in and want just a few more credits to kind of start off on the right foot. So Summer Academy is a great way to get experience with that. So thanks for touching on that.
Absolutely.
Lastly, what is your personal favorite part of Summer Academy?
That's a great question. So that's changed. I haven't actually taught it online before, so I wasn't teaching last year. But I think I'd have to say the interacting with students in the classroom, that we're all kind of, it's again a focused time. We only have a week. And so they're doing readings, and people who are there want to be there, and they're really interested. I've had great students when I've taught it live in the past. So I think teaching it, interacting with students, especially if it's their first experience with Kings or their first experience with the city or the topic, it's really a lot of fun to get to know some people and have that conversation. It's why I'm in the teaching business. I really enjoy it. So I think that's my favorite part. And I'm looking forward also to the online element I mentioned, like bringing some of my friends in who are entrepreneurs to let students sort of meet them, hear their story, ask them questions. I'm excited to try that out, and hope that it'll be really helpful just to have some Christian entrepreneurs who are out there doing it. Like these guys are super busy, but I think I'll be able to get them to join in for a little bit. And so I'm excited for students and for myself to have that opportunity to hear from them about Christianity, how they think about wealth, how they think about business, and being entrepreneurs.
Yeah, definitely. We got a question in the chat. It says, is King's College going to be remote or in person for the fall? Dr. Mueller, do you want to answer that? Yeah,
Yep, it'll be in person.
awesome. Yeah, just
Yep. So there's we're waiting to hear if there's about if they change this. The only wrinkle is New York State guidelines about social distancing in the classroom. So we might have, if we have a bit of a space issue, we'll do a hybrid like we've done before, but the plan and the hope is to do fully in person in the fall.
cool. Yeah, awesome. But I think there's definitely been a benefit to the hybrid system as well, even if that's what we stick with for the fall out of an abundance of caution. I think we've learned a lot how to integrate technology into our lives and how to still get a great education from that, using these tools to our advantage. So, but yeah, as Dr. Mueller said, most likely and Lord willing, completely in person. Yeah. And then on that note too, so if you are interested in Summer Academy, Dr. Mueller, thanks for answering those questions. But if you're interested in Summer Academy, you can apply at tkc.edu/Summer Academy. There's a little more details there too, and then you can go ahead and apply there. Just to go over our tracks, we have July 11th through 16th, we have Dr. Mueller's Entrepreneurship course, as well as Investments and Innovations in Finance with Dr. Kabiawu and Professor Herning. And then July 18th through 23rd, we have American Legal Studies with Professor Griffith and Dr. Reeve. And we also have New York City on Film with Dr. Salyers. And then July 25th through 30th, our last week, we're offering 3 tracks with Arts and Culture Reporting with Dr. Glatter, Faith and Finance with Professor Hernick and Dr. Reeve, as well as Sports Reporting with Dr. Lisi. So we've got a lot of great things coming up for this summer in July. Once again, be sure to follow us not only on this Instagram, but we also have a TKC Admissions Instagram and our very own TKC Summer Academy. So be sure to follow those for more details. And we are looking forward to reviewing your applications very soon as we get excited for summer. And then lastly, that special announcement as promised to you guys at the very beginning, we are actually going to be able to provide one more financial incentive to come to this Summer Academy this year. So on top of it already being so cheap, I mean, maximum it's going to be $500 for all 3 weeks. We are going to be able to offer a $250 travel voucher to visit Kings during the academic school year of 2021 to 2022. So you can get a $250 travel expenditure that's going to go toward either hotel or flights. There are guidelines on that, but you will have access to a $250 travel voucher when you want to come to visit Kings. So even, I mean, if you took just one track at $200, you're getting more toward your travel and also all the benefits of Summer Academy. So yeah, Dr. Mueller, any last thoughts?
No, I guess, tell your friends or your kids about it. It really is. One of the things students have told us in the past is it's not kind of your normal summer program. It's engaging, it's serious and rigorous. It's a lot of fun. So we're looking forward to it, and hope that many of you can make it. I've enjoyed having students from the class at Summer Academy come and be students in classes at King's, and I hope to see many more from this Summer Academy.
Yeah. Well, great. All right. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you so much, Dr. Mueller, for joining us and answering those questions. We're hoping to review those applications very soon. If you want more details, once again, be sure to follow us at TKC Summer Academy and follow us on that as well as on our website, tkc.edu/Summer Academy. You can apply through that website as well. But yeah, Dr. Mueller, thanks so much. We look forward to seeing everyone soon.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye-bye.